excited to be doing our first free session of our Hall Strategies Recovery Plus Yin. This was a really popular class, so we decided to bring it back and offer it for free. So you guys can either watch now live or always go back. It'll be available on our YouTube channel as well as our, I'm gonna sit on this side of the timer, as well as our Facebook page, hopefully. Okay, so my name is Brittany Hall.
And I am Tyler Hall.
All right, and we are a couple married for now, 8 years.
8 years.
Yep. I am a certified yoga instructor.
And I am a certified personal trainer.
All right, today we're gonna take it kind of slow. So if you have a bolster, if you have a pillow, blankets, blocks, grab all of that. We are actually Gaiam ambassadors, so we have a lot of Gaiam stuff. I love them. If you want to buy any of their products, we do have a 20% discount code, just Hall Strategies, and you can get mats, bolsters. These are really comfortable blocks, and this is their new double-sided reversible mat that's really, really soft and perfect for our yin portion today. Okay, and with that, a little bit about the class. So we incorporate yoga and some strength and conditioning, but today we're going to do recovery.
Yep.
So trainer, what's in store?
So today, since we're in a recovery mode, strength and conditioning component will be a little shorter and not as intense. So it'll be some light stretching, one challenge pose for the upper body and the lower body. But other than that, nothing too intense today, and then we'll move on to the yin flow with Brittany.
Yeah, and with the yin flow, we'll be holding the poses anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, depending if we're doing two sides or just one full body pose. But with that being said, try to find your level of comfort. If you need to come out of it and come back in, that's okay. But we're really working on stretching through the connective tissue, connecting with our breath, and really just finding some kind of peace. You know, it's really busy in our lives right now. We have a 9-month-old, so we're always ripping and running. So I really like just this practice, okay? So with that, we'll go ahead and start. Find your comfortable seat. Knees lower than the hips. Come to your deep diaphragmatic breath. Really feel the connection with the earth here. Deep inhale through the nose. Gentle pause at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Gentle pause. Open mouth, exhale. Really allow your breath to bring you right here, right now, to the present moment. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Nice. Begin to lower the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Take it all the way back. Big circles here, deep breaths. For 5. Deep breaths. 4. 3. 2. 1. Switch directions. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Coming back to center. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back, let it go. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms up and over, gaze up. Exhale, cactus, open the chest, lift the gaze up. Again, inhale, arms up, deep breath. Exhale, cactus. One more, inhale, arms up, deep breath. Exhale, cactus. Hands on the knees, keeping that same motion. We'll take a seated cat-cow. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and away, gaze up, lift the chest. Exhale, pull belly in, protract through the shoulders. Take your cat spine. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. All right. Rocking up, plant your hands, find your box pose, stacking shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. All right, cat-cow here, just a different variation. Inhale, gaze up. In our box pose, cat-cow, exhale, round, pull belly in, shift the weight forward, get a nice wrist stretch here. Inhale, cow pose, gaze up, eyes at the elbows, open towards the front of the room. Exhale, pull belly in, shift the weight forward. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Two more just like that. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Staying with your cat spine, take a few hip circles, maybe shift the weight from side to side, or maybe take it into a full circle. Drop those hips back towards the heels, bring this back up. Deep breaths. For 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions. For 3, 2, and 1. Wrist stretch, coming back to center. Rotate the fingertips back towards the knees. Maybe walk the knees in just a bit. You can stay here, or maybe take it a little bit further. Tap the hips back towards the heels. Stretch out those wrists. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back to center. Rotate, palms facing up. Create a fist here with both hands. Bring the fist as close as you can together. 2 strong, straight arms. Shift the weight forward and back. 1, deep breath. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands back, stretching out the toes. Flip the toes under. A lot of times we neglect our feet. We do a lot of walking through in the day. Make sure we get a good stretch here. Reach back. Make sure the pads of all 10 toes are flush to your mat. Hips on the heels. Maybe lean this back depending on the intensity that you want, or forward for less intensity. We're here for 1. Deep breath. 2. Engage the belly here. Keep the belly tight. 3, 4, and 5. Plant the hands. Tops of feet flat, stretching out the ankles, hips back on towards the heels. You can stay here, or maybe take this back if you'd like to lower the forearms down, or maybe just the hands. Maybe you're here, maybe those forearms find the earth. Maybe the knees come up, drop the head back. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make your way up. Plant the hands, tap out the feet. All right. Take a nice gentle twist here. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Deep breath. Exhale, thread the needle, come onto that right shoulder. Walk that left arm up and over. Take a nice deep twist. Maybe you wrap it around by the top of that right thigh. Keep lowering that left shoulder down for 1. Deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reset. Plant that left hand down. Right arm sweeps up. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Reset. Inhale. Left arm sweeps up towards the sky. Exhale. Thread the needle. Come onto that left shoulder. Maybe you walk that right arm up and over. Deep stretch. Or maybe back and around. Find the top of that left thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, sweep that up. Exhale, reset. Wide child's pose. Big toes touching, knees about the width of your mat. Sit the hips back onto the heels. Walk the hands forward. Chin and chest or forehead and chest find the earth. Maybe you rock the forehead from side to side. Deep breaths here. You're here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make your way up into your box pose.
All right, and from here we switch over to our strength and conditioning component. First, we will start with our abs. So let's make our way down to our seats. And we begin with a frog crunch. So to do this, let the legs fall out to the sides and the feet connect. You lay straight back on your backs. And from here, you press together through the feet. You'll feel the tension in your hamstrings as they activate, also through the glutes. From here, interlace the hands at the back of the neck. And from here, we're for a crunch of 15. Things to remember. Remember to keep the low back connected with the ground to prevent any injury there. Don't pull on the neck, engage the core to lift the shoulder blades up. Just like that, and back down. We're here for 15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, next up for abs, we're doing a reverse crunch. So from here, legs at 90 degrees, legs in the air. From here, hands interlace once again. And from here, we're tapping down with the feet and then back up and actually get a small lift at the top, just like that, okay? And when the feet come down, remember once again, keep the low back engaged with the floor to prevent any injury or strain on the low back, okay? And we're here for another 15. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So today, just a light hamstring core workout. And from here, we'll make our way to our feet, and we'll do some stretches for the low body, and then we'll have our challenge, okay? So first is a hamstring stretch. So looking at it from the side, left leg is straight, right leg is out in front, toes up. So you'll get an extra stretch through that hamstring and through the calf. And from here, you sweep down through that hamstring and back up, just like so. And we're here for 5 on each side. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Next is a quad stretch. So for here, take that right leg, that foot, right in the hand, get a nice stretch through it. You'll feel that stretch also through the front of the body, through the psoas, coming down to the quad as well. And for an extra stretch, you reach up, really pull back. We're for 5 on each side. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Okay. Now get getting into the hips. So hip adduction, hip abduction. We'll start with hip adduction first. So hip abduction, moving leg up and out away from the body, middle of the body, and then coming right back around again, okay? We're here for 5, coming up into the outside. If you need, you can put it down, put the foot down after each rep, or if you want a little challenge, you can just keep going in circles, okay? We're here for 5, and we'll switch to the opposite side, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back to the right leg for a hip adduction. So this time, the leg is going from the outside in, okay? The same thing, if you need after each rep to put the foot down for balance, that's perfectly fine. We're here for 5, then we move to the opposite leg, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so good stretches throughout the low body. So now we can do our challenge, which is just a single leg RDL. So from here, feet even, like shoulder width apart. And from here, we bend over and keep that leg straight, the lower leg, and the upper leg comes straight back behind you. Keep the hips flat, meaning don't twist to the side. Keep the hips straight ahead, looking straight towards the ground. Come down and come back up. If you want, you can take the knees to drive through for the next rep, or you can just simply bring the foot right back down, okay? Here for 5 reps. So here we go. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. All right, same thing, switching legs. Here we go. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and make our way back down to the floor. Have a couple of exercises for the quads and the hips. So I'll face you for these. So 2 ways we can do this. The full pose is hands up, or you can do them out to the sides, but you're engaging through the core. Lift the leg up as high as you can and move it out to the side, up, and back in. If you need help with balance, you can just simply put the hands down and use the hands for balance, okay? But we're doing this 5 times on each leg, in and out, and back in, that's 1 rep, okay? So we're here for 5, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. You'll feel this in that core as you hold yourself up. You have those hands up, elevated. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, so let's come to our knee. Kneeling down, from here, the focus is trying to lift the foot that's down up off the ground, okay? You may be able to hold it for just a partial second, but you get really good activation in those flexors for this, okay? And we're here for 5 on each side. So here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, switching sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Alrighty. So let's transition to our upper body now. We'll do a couple of upper body stretches, and then we'll have an upper body challenge. Okay? First, for the upper body stretches, we're going to stretch out our shoulders. You'll also feel this in the upper back. So arm across the body, hold it for a second, and then switch. We're here for 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now transition. We have the overhead lat stretch. So from here, you can have one arm on hand on your hip, or you can have it to the ground. But from here, just reaching straight overhead. Try to keep those hips nice and even and get the full stretch from the lats, okay? Those reaching overhead. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, similar, but this time we're doing a tricep stretch. So from here, arm goes overhead, and get a good stretch out of it. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, lastly we have arm circles. So from here, arms out to the sides. We'll do arm circles forward, and then we'll do arm circles back. We're going forward for 20 rotations, back for 20 rotations. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so our upper body challenge, and then we're off back to this is Brittany. So we'll sit down, legs out in front of us, and we have 2 ways we can do this. Hands at the sides, and from here, using the triceps, press through, and just lift the glutes off the ground. You'll get a good tricep activation there, really engaged. Second option, same thing, hands down, but this time, bring your full body up. Hold, and back down, okay? On the hold it maybe 2 seconds, get a really good activation and squeeze, and then back down. That's what we're doing. We're here for 5 reps, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Alrighty. So back to Miss Brittany for our begin.
All right, go ahead and find your wide child's pose. You take a sip of water, towel off. Child's pose, big toes touching, knees about the width of your mat. Walk the hands forward. Rocking from side to side. Keeping that deep diaphragmatic breath throughout the session. Just to keep your mind centered here. Deep breaths. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, slowly make your way into your box pose. So that's a gentle transition. So back to your wide child's pose, same thing, big toe touching, knees about the width of the mat. We're gonna thread the needle here, so a nice shoulder stretch. So come onto that right shoulder, but keep the shoulder square to really get a deeper stretch. We're gonna be here for about 3 minutes, so find a level of comfort that works for you. Maybe you bring your forehead down on a block, pillow, whatever works for you. See if you can bring the forehead down towards the earth. Again, if you have blocks or anything like that, you can use that. Deep breaths. We'll be here for 3 minutes. So this is your time to kind of tune in, connect with your breath, connect with your body, and just breathe here. Keeping that deep diaphragmatic breaths. Lips are sealed. You should continue that ocean-like breath throughout each pose here. Deep breaths. Last minute here. If you find yourself ready to come out of the pose, just reconnect with your breath and really allow that to bring your mind to center. And just find a place of peace in the pose. And just continue that breath to guide you through to the finish line. Keep breathing here. You're ready. Slowly come out. Bring that right arm up. 3 big circles here for 3. Deep breaths. 2, 1. Take it back. 3, 2, And one. Plant that right hand down. Same thing, opposite side. Thread the needle, come onto that left shoulder. Shoulders are square towards the earth, forehead down to get an even deeper stretch. Bring the hip back towards the heels. Forehead down. If you need to bring it up on a block, you can do so, or a blanket. And walk that right arm forward. Get a nice arm shoulder stretch here. Again, 3 minutes. You got this. Deep breaths. The more you bring your shoulders to center, the deeper the stretch is. Again, if you find yourself fidgeting or ready to get out of the pose, bring to the forefront of your mind one word that describes what brought you to your mat. The dedication, consistency, relaxation. Just bring that to the forefront and just bring your awareness to that word, what that means to you, and focus on that, nothing else. Help that, or allow that word to bring you here and breathe. Deep breaths. Last minute here. Last 3 deep breaths here. And 3. Make your way up. Back into your box pose. Send that left arm up. Big circles here for 3, 2, 1. Switch directions for 3, 2, and 1. All right. Send the hips back. Send the feet forward. Dragon fly. We'll take a wide forward fold. So take the legs out wide. Really get into the groin here. Slide the hips up. Some space. There we go. Now this is where a bolster is really nice, or a blanket or pillow if you have one. I like to take this and just allow my body to melt over my pillow here. Doing my best to keep my toes pointed upward. And throughout the 3 minutes, you might find yourself becoming a little more relaxed, where you can go a little bit deeper, and that's great. That's what you want. So we're here for 3 minutes. Deep breaths. full breath here. Inhale through the nose. Lips are sealed. Exhale down. Taking your time. Walk your hands up. Staying here with the wide leg. Let's call this fire or dragonfly. We're going to take a lateral dragonfly. Plank that right hand down. Left arm reaches up. Just take a nice lat stretch. We'll gently swim this from side to side for 8, 7. Just as a reset. Deep breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just to counter that forward fold, once you remove whatever block you have in front of you, listen here, bring your feet together, about hip distance apart. Lower the knees over to one side. Plant the opposite hand behind you. So I'm dropping my knees over to my left hand behind me. Lift the hips up. Right arm sweeps up. Big circles here for 3. Deep breaths. 2. Chest square towards the sky. And 1. Hips are down. Opposite side. Rotate the knees over. Hand down. Sweep that arm up. 1. Deep breath. 2. And 3. All right. Coming back to center. I'm going to face the front of my mat. So the feet are hip distance apart. This is called deer pose. This is a nice full body twist, one of my favorites. So feet are the width of the mat. Lower the knees over to the side like we did just a few minutes ago. And twist your body all the way around to face behind you. All right. From here, begin to walk the hands forward. This is where a bolster, blanket, or pillow is really nice. Fix your hips where you're comfortable. Begin to lower the chest down. You want to bring the chest down and square as much as you can. You want to take this a little bit deeper. Continue to take that twist and bring the opposite ear down. You don't have to use the blanket, block, or pillow if you want to go a little bit deeper, but we're here for 3 minutes on this side. Deer pose, a nice deep body twist. Let's take about 3 more deep breaths here. Alright, whenever you're ready, slowly begin to unravel the body. Plant the hands, make your way up. Back to center. Plant the heels. Feet are flat. And just windshield wiper this from side to side. Gentle release. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, same thing, opposite side here. Feet width of the mat. Lower the knees the opposite direction. Rotate all the way back. Find whatever works for you. Again, you can always stay up high. If this feels good, you can stay here. Bring your blanket, pillow, block, bolster. Maybe bring the chest all the way down. Maybe that opposite ear finds the earth. All right. Find your level of comfort where you can stay comfortably for 3 minutes. And just breathe here. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Alright, whenever you're ready, begin to unravel the body here. Take your time. Walk the hands back. Come back towards the front of your mat. Plant the hands behind you and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Deep breaths. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright. Start it up. We did a little torso, now we're going down towards the hips. Tyler's favorite, fire log pose. I'll face you. So facing you, left leg is down. And then the right shin sits on top of the left. So bring that foot up as high as you can. This is where I also like to use a block. Sometimes you may be a little tighter, but we did a little bit of stretching and warm up. So you may be a little warm, but if not all the way warm, that's okay. Go to where you can comfort. This is where I like my block. And then eventually, as I'm holding this, I do find a little bit more flexibility and comfort as I sit in the pose. So this one may be a little bit more intense. So again, go where you can comfortably and just breathe. If you need to come out of it, that's okay. You don't want to push yourself too much. From here, we have 3 minutes. Deep breaths. Last minute here, keep that connection with your breath. That deep diaphragmatic breath, ocean-like breath. Last full deep breath here. All right, slowly come up. Listen here. Take that top leg, cross it all the way over, plant the sole of the foot down, almost like Lord of Fishes pose. So bring that knee in close, and you'll twist over towards your right. Left arm up, hook that leg. Just 3 deep breaths here to reset. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Last full breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. All right. Slowly unravel the body. Just extend both legs straight. And shake out the legs. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Opposite leg this time. Right leg down. Left leg on top. You might find that your body may not be exactly symmetrical, and that's okay. You might find that one side is a little easier or harder. Both mine are about the same. Okay. So we're here for 3 minutes. deep breaths. Last 3 deep breaths here. Last full breath. All right, slowly come up. Take your time here. Same thing. Take a nice twist. Plant that sole all the way down, cross over that thigh. Twist over towards the left. Run arm up, hook. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. All right, slowly unravel. We have one more pose and then we'll come into our full resting pose. Send both feet forward. I want you to find your block, blanket, or pillow. We're going to take a supported fish pose. So this is really great. I like to use a block for me, but if you want to use a blanket or pillow, you can roll it up. You'll place it in between the shoulder blades to allow the chest to open up. And if you would like to add a hip opener here, you can also add a frog pose. This is my favorite one. So I'm placing that block right in between the shoulder blades. With the head drop back. If you want a pillow or another block underneath the head, you can bring that. And then maybe bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out towards the side. And just allow the chest to open up here. Nice, 3 minutes here, deep breaths. breath here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. If you have anything on your back, move that over to the side. Just a few things to reset here. Take your time. Slowly bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock this from side to side just to reset. Deep breath. Lower the knees over towards the right side. 3 breaths, supine twist. Maybe extend that left arm out wide. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Last full breath. Slowly bring this back to center. Knees in towards the chest. And simply lower the knees, opposite side. 3 deep breaths here. Supine twist. Whenever you're ready, knees back in towards the chest. From here, take your time, ending with happy baby, peace, fingers find big toes. Drive the knees down towards the earth. Quads are on the outside of the rib cage. And just rock this from side to side, keeping the lower back pressed into the earth. Spine is long. Deep breaths. 1, 2. Maybe you rock this from side to side. 3, 4, 5. Releasing both feet up towards the sky. And just draw a figure eight up here in the practice. Rocking from side to side. 3, 2, 1. Slowly with control. Lower the feet all the way down. See if you can keep the lower back pressed into the earth. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Find your full resting place. Be here for a few minutes. Closing out our practice. Deep breaths. You can always stay here for as long as you need, but whenever you're ready, slowly roll over onto your left side. Plant your right hand down on the mat. Take one full breath. finding your comfortable seat. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Feel free to repeat after me. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be healthy. May I be whole. Hands at heart center. Namaste and amen. All right. I hope you all feel relaxed, rejuvenated, and recovered. We will post this on our YouTube page, so feel free to come back and do this at any point. And we're glad you all were able to join us.
Thank you so
Until
much for
next
joining.
time.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.